Unfortunately, this is the mental state of the majority of people, where their useless thought process starts the moment they open their eyes in the morning till the time they fall asleep in the night. It is the comfort of familiarity that stops most people from moving out of their pain and miseries. Most people want to live with their pain, toxic relationships, and boring job because they are so deeply invested in their miseries. And they want the comfort of familiarity even though they are suffering. Hi, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Aryan, and today we are going to understand the 5 levels of mental activities. So let's get started. The first level is I call the monkey mind level. In this stage, the mind is always active and is constantly at work and never restful and runs in whatever direction it chooses. It wanders everywhere without any aim or purpose and cannot be brought under control. In this stage, the mind is the master and you are the slave. Even after thinking all the time, you don't find any answers or solutions to your problems. People who are in such a state of mind do not even try to stop this aimless activity because they believe it to be their normal state. Unfortunately, this is the mental state of the majority of people, where their useless thought process starts the moment they open their eyes in the morning till the time they fall asleep in the night. Even before finally falling asleep, they constantly entertain different kinds of thoughts in their mind. So this is the level where the patient doesn't know that he is the patient. Prisoner doesn't know that he is the prisoner of his own thoughts. The second level is I call the ignorant mind level. In this stage, people become dull, lazy, and inactive as their intellect, understanding, reasoning ability, and common sense are covered with a thick layer of ignorance. People act according to their mental conditioning and they live with their false truths and ideologies. And if someone tries to tell them the truth, they fight against it to protect their ideologies and beliefs. If you have ever met this kind of person in your life, then do let me know in the comment section about your experience. At this level, the person forms a particular kind of lifestyle and tries hard to live with that pattern. And he doesn't bother about the changes that are happening in his surrounding. People go through the same joy and pleasures which they had experienced in their past. They also go through the same past emotional pains and traumas. They relive the same old experiences, both positive and negative, in their mind 1,000 times. And they live trapped in their past life experiences throughout their lives. People are so much deeply invested in their miseries. Even if you offer them the best, they will hang on to that. It is the comfort of familiarity that stops most people from moving out of their pain and miseries. Most people want to live with their pain, toxic relationships, and boring job because they are so deeply invested in their miseries. And they want the comfort of familiarity even though they are suffering. So the third level is the questioning mind level. This is a much better level. In this stage, the person realizes that both two earlier stages, thinking all the time and being lazy and inactive all the time, is useless. They realize that the ceaseless thinking is of no use because it is unable to solve their life problems, and just following old beliefs, ideologies, and other people is also useless as they see that such people are also living terrible lives as well. So in this stage, the person starts questioning everything. Whatever he had been taught, whatever he had learned, he questions everything. And he doesn't question everything to get the answers because he had all the so-called answers. But he found that those answers don't serve the purpose. Those answers doesn't help in life situations. Those answers are mere a theory or useless words. So he questions to find the truth. And gradually, he starts to develop an open mind, which is open to every possibility. And then he reaches the fourth level, one-pointed mind level. After being in the third stage for quite a long time, when a person finds some truths and wisdom, he enters the fourth stage. In this state, we can realize the true nature of the things. All painful reactions to life situations, all self-sabotaging thought patterns and mental activities cease to exist. all desires and expectations are gone, and pain and pleasure, happiness and distress, success and failure cease to disturb the peace of mind. In this stage, the reactions, responses, actions, and decisions of a person are not dependent on his positive or negative emotional states, but on the knowledge of the truth. He doesn't do things out of habits and cravings. He doesn't do things because he likes doing that thing or he has some interest. He does because it is necessary, because it is required. Whenever you will have a spiritual awakening, you will experience these things. Now the fifth and the last level, the concentrated mind level. In this stage, all involuntary activities are subdued, and from a compulsive state of activity, the mind reaches a conscious state of activity, and finally the superconscious state. In this stage, the true nature of the soul and the super soul is revealed, and we become one with the nature. The difference between my body and your body, my thought and your thought, my emotion and your emotion, my pain and pleasure and your pain and pleasure, myself and yourself cease to exist, and we as a tiny wave merge in the ocean of superconsciousness. All these things are also the after effects of persistent sadhana and meditation. Meditation is a very dangerous word to use nowadays, because mostly people think that meditation means simply sitting quietly in a particular position with eyes closed, which is not true. It is an entire subject in itself, with different forms and styles to reach different levels of consciousness. We will understand that in a different video. The first two stages are to be found in ordinary persons, and none of them is useful in either material or spiritual life. The problem is, people in these stages don't even realize that they are in the prison of their minds. They accept this as a reality or situation which cannot be overcome. The last three states are alone conducive to the advancement of human beings, because human beings are not supposed to quarrel and live an animal life of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's why we have a higher consciousness, we have higher mental faculties, we have more neurons in our brain. And if you are not evolving, then you are not advancing, because we all suffer in one form or another in various stages in our lives. But we should inquire about the nature of our sufferings. Why do we suffer? What we are doing wrong in our lives? How we can end our sufferings completely? Because no one wants to suffer, and therefore everyone should be excited and committed enough to make a solution to all the suffering. Everyone should aim to evolve and advance mentally. Everyone should work to create a better life. So, in this stage, you will realize that things are under your control and you are the creator of your reality. You have the power and you can create the kind of reality you like. So, these are the 5 levels in which our mind dwells. And it doesn't matter at which level you are in right now. You have the power and capability to rise from that level. All you just need is a strong commitment and the right knowledge. So if you have any question, then do let me know in the comment section, and you can DM me on my Instagram for one-on-one free life coaching session. So I'll see you in the next video, and I wish a good health, wealth, and eternal happiness for you. All love, Aryan.